In this episode of GTV, we will be discussing Black History Month, a GTV challenge, and forensics and debate team.
GTV starts right now. Hey Grizzlies, welcome back to another episode of GTV.
I'm Evan Cartwright.
And I'm Whitney Erickson.
Hey Whitney, did you know that February is Black History Month?
I did. Let's go to Tonga to learn more.
Hey Grizzlies, welcome back to another episode of GTV. I'm Janelle Marshall, and today we'll be talking about the Black Lives Matter topic of racial injustices. Let's get into it.
Here are a few examples of what happened during the Black Lives Matter movement.
An example as to why this movement is so important is the death of George Denny Jr. Here's his story.
He was just 14 years old when he was taken by the authorities and charged with a crime. They said that he had killed 11-year-old Betty June Binnicker and 8-year-old Mary Emma Thames. This was back in the year 1944.
Excuse me, young man, have you heard anything about two young girls that have been murdered recently? No. Well, we're going to have to take you into the station just in case. State of South Carolina against George Denny Jr. The trial convicts you guilty. You're sentenced to death row.
Thanks, Tondo.
Up next, we have a GTV challenge.
Let's get a Bailey to get the scoop.
Hey Grizzlies, Bailey Johnson here, and today we're going to be doing the Finish the Lyric Challenge. Let's go!
Hey Grizzlies, it's Annabelle Franklin.
And Jackson Mowers.
And today we're going to be doing the Finish the Lyrics Challenge. Let's get to it.
Senorita, I wish I could pretend I didn't meet you. I'm so good.
You're being too loud. I just bought it. You're a sunflower.
I got one. I don't know it. More whistling?
I mean,
I'm a sucker for you.
Yard.
I get those goosebumps every time.
Something, walk around the neighborhood?
Good enough.
Our Grizzlies really know those lyrics. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Bailey Johnson. Now back to you in the studio.
thanks Bailey. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Hey Grizzlies, it's the Snowflake Fairy here, and we're going to teach you how to keep the halls clean. Let's go check it out. Make sure to keep our hallways clean. Don't make other work for custodians to do. If there's trash on the ground, please pick it up. Thank you to the nice girl who picked up the trash. I hope we keep our hallways clean now. Signing off for GTV, it's the Snowflake Fairy. Now back to you in the studio.
Once upon a time, there was a
What are
little
you
girl.
doing?
I'm practicing my debate and forensics piece.
Oh, okay. Alex, take it away.
Hey Grizzlies, Alex Reed here, and today we're going to be talking about the PKMS Forensics and Debate Team upcoming season. Let's go.
This year, forensics and debate looks different than it usually does, but that's okay because that's just 2020, 2021. But forensics, for those of you who don't know, is a competitive team that competes in various activities in the forensics world, which is like oral interpretive acting, and in debate, public forum debate. In years past, our tournaments have been big events that take place at school buildings with a ton of people. However, in this pandemic, we've had to turn our tournaments to the digital virtual world. So this year our tournaments are much smaller because our teams are smaller, and we are only competing against the other three Blue Springs middle schools. So our tournaments are Paul Kinder versus Moreland Ridge, Brittany Hill, and Delta Woods. And we're actually having 2 forensics tournaments and 1 debate tournament. We're actually using Flipgrid as the base for our forensics tournaments, and then our debate tournaments will have to be live through Teams. And so a lot of the things you guys are familiar with in your classrooms, we are incorporating into our forensics and debate team this year. So the tournaments are very, very different. We're actually have just had our first one, and I cannot wait to see how the kids have done. If you are someone who is interested in joining forensics and debate next year, all you really have to do is sign up and come to our first informative meetings that we'll have usually around December. You can talk to me or Miss Weber about that, and we will gladly give you more information. We would love, love, love to have a bigger team next year. So current 6th and 7th graders, come on out next year.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Ava.
And our event is storytelling.
In storytelling, you sit in a chair and perform a children's story for
Little people. I placed 4th in storytelling.
and I placed 6th.
I'm Janelle Marshall.
And I'm Aurora Jordan.
And our event is prose.
In our event, it's like DI, except it's almost all monologue instead of dialogue between 2 people. And so everything that you're acting out is going on inside a person's head. And I placed 4th.
I am Keelan Johnson.
And I'm Thomas Sequi.
And our event is poetry. Poetry is basically just reciting, poetry, and you're trying to kind of act as the characters would if you were to be in their situation. And so in my recent tournament, I placed 4th in poetry.
My name is Alex Reed, and my event is debate. In debate, it is 2 teams debating on a certain topic that shows at the start of every year. It is teams of 2, and we are looking forward to this upcoming season and hope we are placing well on the upcoming season, Grizzlies. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Alex Reed. Now back to you in the studio.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Samantha Davidson. Sorry for this interruption, but if you're looking for a good book, you want to go to the Scholastic Book Fair, which has already started. It'll end March 7th, and if you want to learn more, stay tuned.
Things are a little different this year, but the more things change, the more important it is to keep traditions alive, like the magic of the Scholastic Book Fair. No matter what school looks like for you these days, we can still help you fundraise for your school and grow every kid's home library. Scholastic offers a 100% virtual book fair experience. Browse hundreds of books, interact with exclusive author and video content, and ship directly to your home. And if your school is coming together in person, we have safe options that solve for limited space, time, or capacity. The stories kids love and the safe and easy solutions you need. The Scholastic Book Fair is always here for you.
Thanks for watching. Now back to the episode.
Thanks, Alex.
Well, that's all for this episode.
Make sure to tune in for next week's episode of GTV.
Now signing off from GTV, I'm Whitney Erickson.
And I'm Evan Cartwright. And remember, Grizzlies, this is the place to be.